I have nothing funny to say. Hi, I'm Jessie Nebulous. Welcome to the channel. Today is going to be a little bit of a different episode. This is not going to be a first-time reaction. Unfortunately, I attempted to record the first-time reaction to the 6th episode of Once Upon a Time yesterday. The recording got borked. It happens. I was not happy. Still not happy about it, but let's move on. I did put it to my subscribers in the form of a poll whether they wanted me to go back and do kind of a review recap of the episode, or if they just wanted me to move on to episode 7. They chose the recap review, so that's what this is. As long as everybody's on board for that, cool. Fortunately, I do take notes, so I do have my notes of my first impressions and first questions and things. So I do at least have that from my recording session, because I don't have a good memory, so this will help me refresh it and kind of share with you where I was as I watched this. I do want to address something though, and that is someone left a comment with a spoiler for this show. I specifically asked to not be spoiled about this thing, and this person still chose to spoil it, which is very frustrating and annoying. And just so everybody knows, I have a zero tolerance policy for spoilers. If you leave a comment spoiling, I will restrict you from commenting on further videos, because there's just no reason to do that. It's rude, it's mean, and I don't appreciate it. So please don't do that. I really enjoy doing reactions because I like to share the experience. I like to talk to people about the stories afterwards. And if people leave spoiling comments, it ruins the experience for everybody. So just please don't do that. Just don't be that guy, okay? Don't be an asshole. The spoiler that was left was confirming my prediction that Ruby is in fact Red Riding Hood. I do know at this point that she is Red Riding Hood, so that was spoiled for me. Which sucks because the character reveal is like the coolest thing about this show. And somebody chose to fuck that up for me, which just... ugh. Alright, so yeah, moving forward, I am aware that she is Red Riding Hood. It even robbed me of the joy of being right about it, because I didn't feel happy that I was right. I was just annoyed that somebody told me. On to what my questions were about the episode. As you can see, I've got my notes. My questions were, if all the names are clues, then who the hell is Dr. Whale? Because the only whale I can think of from a fairy tale is the whale from Pinocchio. And I just don't understand what the connection would be. The only connection I can see between Dr. Whale and the whale from Pinocchio is that they're both kind of assholes. I mean, the whale just swallows people whole for no apparent reason. He seems kind of mean about it. It seems intentional. And the doctor's just an ass. He's just a jerk. So that's the only connection I can see, and I don't think that's enough. So, and please don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. Don't do that. We just went over that. Don't spoil for me. But that's the only connection I can come up with, and it seems pretty tenuous. So I don't know about that. The other one is, what is Charming's real name then? Because having seen the episode going in, I know that he has the twin brother who was named James. So what is his actual name then? Lastly, Regina seems to actually care about Catherine. The fact that Catherine actually comes out and says, you have a friend now in me. I'm your friend now. Actually seemed to really move Regina. She seemed to actually have an emotional reaction to it. And even though keeping Snow and Charming apart is her main goal anyway, because of, she's evil and that's her goal, to ruin Snow's love, she also seemed motivated by the concern to protect Catherine, which is interesting because not only does she seem to genuinely love Henry, she seems to be capable of caring about other people, even though she doesn't care enough to not be the manipulative, evil person she is. She genuinely has emotion there. So it's quite curious to me. Quite curious. So I'm definitely interested to see more of that. Well, it won't be in this episode because I've seen this episode, but further on in the series. All right, so let's just go ahead and get into the episode. If you enjoy it, you can always leave me a like or a comment. Comments with no spoilers, please. And you can always subscribe for more. And you can check out the Patreon if you would like the uncut version. All right, let's get into it. Ooh, the dragon. Very nice. Or actually, it's a wyvern or a wyvern. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But dragons have 4 legs. Wyverns have 2. So their dragon in the show is actually a wyvern. Wyvern. I like wyvern.
You couldn't see past the ugly windmill on the lawn and said you'd never buy an old lady house. Everyone's waiting.
Who's everyone?
My initial impression of this scene is that it would be very, very overwhelming, and that I don't think they should have planned a party for him when he came home. I think they should let him come home and then do the party.
Hi.
It's just a lot.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, Dr. Whale. Are you an actual whale? I don't trust you.
You know why he doesn't remember? The curses are working on him yet. We just have to get him to remember that
He's Prince Charming.
by getting him and Miss Blanchard together.
Didn't we just try that?
And it woke him up.
Mm-hmm. Indeed it did.
You're the ones who saved me, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you're also the only ones I know here.
So, you ever use a sword?
That's his grandfather. That's so crazy.
You live with Mary Margaret, right? You know she's coming tonight?
No, she couldn't make it.
See, she's definitely being
There's
manipulative
money,
here.
Go.
Right now, it's all about the
lost
plan
him
for
once.
her,
Now I have him back. But it's like I still don't have him back.
but she's starting to feel something. Right here.
I lost someone once, too.
Genuine empathy there, I think.
But the love I lost, there's no bringing him back. You have a chance here. Go to him.
See, that seems sincere.
And Regina, thank you.
She genuinely
Thank you for being such a good
empathizes with Catherine here.
friend. Been so lonely, I'm not used to having one.
Neither am I.
I'll like it or not. You have one now.
See, I think she was genuinely moved by that. And
seen
I
David?
do think that she is at least partially motivated by a feeling of wanting to protect Catherine later on when she confronts Snow. I think it's who she confronts.
So I heard you resigned from the hospital because of what I told you about how I felt about you. Don't tell me it's one-sided.
You're married, it should be no-sided.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever married Catherine, it's not me. I didn't choose her.
Well, I totally understand what he's saying here. I do respect her decision to walk away from the situation.
I know you think that we have this connection, but maybe it's because I happen to be the person who saved your life. So, why don't we leave it at that?
Because in this situation, that is the right thing to do. He just got out of a coma. He doesn't know who he is. He's confused about his feelings. And I didn't quite pick up on it until I'm thinking about it just now. What he says here
It's time to make sure I'm really dead.
is exactly what he doesn't do here. So it's actually his own arrogance that gets him killed. So it's kind of hubris. So that's kind of tragic and sad. It's interesting to me.
What my son did to that brute.
Valiant feat for sure, but it is still just a man. Can he do the same with a dragon?
I can kill whatever beast you set after me.
And I was actually really proud of myself because I figured out who this guy was. I'll show you when I figured it out. As soon as he lifts his hand and the guy takes right here.
Careful. Remember what happened to Frederick.
As soon as he did that, I said, it's Midas. I just knew. It was great. I was very proud of myself.
You'll get the rest when you deliver the dragon's head to me.
This was but a simple test, because I was easily able to kill this
See?
brute doesn't mean...
There's the hubris. That sucks. And this startled me so much. I was just like, what the fuck?
Your Majesty, there is no time to grieve. The kingdom must survive.
The show must go on.
I have asked for help. It should be here soon.
Oh, it's here.
Hi, Rumpel. He's just so deliciously wicked.
It's not a gift. It was my son.
A son I gave you.
And something I've only figured out after the episode. I'll show in a minute.
I assume that conceiving another heir is out of the question.
Bring him back. I need my son to do this. What do you want?
There's a magic wand.
This.
It belongs to a certain fairy godmother who's patron to your family. I want to know her whereabouts.
I didn't figure that out until after the episode, and I was thinking about it a bit. The fairy godmother he blew up in the episode with Cinderella is...
Oh, no, that's out of the question. He's dead.
He's dead.
But you just said...
Nothing about resurrection. Oh, dearie, dearie, dear.
Deary, deary, dear.
Did I not tell you that I could have your son slay the dragon? And am I not a man of my word?
I thought you said he was gone forever.
Oh, that he is. But his brother,
His what?
his twin brother. Did I not mention there was another?
There was another. God, I love that man. Anyway, the hair here makes me laugh a little. It's just so shaggy. It doesn't look bad or anything. It's just so different all of a sudden that it makes me giggle.
You might want to ease up or that Brillo pad's gonna press charges.
I like her hair like this when it's kind of, I think they're finger waves. I'm not sure.
I saw him sulking away as they pulled up. And you did the right thing.
You made a pretty compelling case.
But he's still married.
What do I do?
You need to stop cleaning and have a drink.
Go have a drink with your daughter.
If you think something you want to do is wrong, it is.
It's really good advice, I think.
You gotta stay strong, and he has to figure out his life.
Very good advice. And I love the way their relationship is growing. You know, it's wholesome and sweet. Considering she hasn't been close to anybody, even though she doesn't know it's her mom yet. She hasn't really been close to anyone, it seems. And it's nice to see that happening for her. She's had a lot of heartache.
Why don't we just sit and talk some more?
She said whatever you want and then she kissed him. I don't like that.
This isn't right.
I really respect him for that. I think that was a good choice. Granted, at the end of the episode, things get complicated again. But here, I think that was a good choice to be honest and say that he needed some space and to back away from it, the situation with her.
Mother, how was the market?
He has a daughter. He thinks the two of you would make a great couple.
Mother, let me guess. She has a dowry that will save the farm. As poor as we are, love is one thing I can afford. I will find a way to save this farm, but I won't do it by marrying for riches.
Which he ends up being in a position later.
Because I choose.
You can't have everything.
Oh, perhaps he can.
Oh, and that comes back later. Hi, Rumple.
Brother, and you gave him to that man?
We were poor, barely surviving.
Why didn't you ever tell me?
The deal forbade us from ever speaking of it.
What do you want from me?
Oh, not me, dear. The king.
The king. Who's a bastard, apparently.
I'm not a dragon slayer.
Oh, but your brother was. Simply play the part. The king's knights will take care of everything else. All you must do is deliver the dragon's head to Midas. Should you survive, you shall come home, the conquering hero.
He doesn't get to come home. It's really sad.
Now, don't tell me you don't want that.
It'd be hard to pass up.
Choice to it.
Oh, everyone has a choice, dearie. Just make sure it's the right one.
Welcome home, John Doe. What did that say about Lyme disease? I want to see what that said about Lyme disease. I've had Lyme disease. It sucks.
I hope it wasn't because of me.
Why would it be because of you?
Well, our date.
God, I don't like him.
You know where to find me.
Under a rock somewhere, you... Ugh. Anyway, my thing about him is if the curse changes people, maybe he's just a really nice guy in the fairy tale world. That could be. Maybe the curse is making him an asshole.
I wanted to talk to you about my friend,
See,
Catherine.
she genuinely
More
seems to
specifically, I wanted to talk to you about her husband, David.
be motivated by concern.
You don't belong
Partially.
together.
For
He's
Catherine.
not yours. He's taken.
I haven't done anything.
Really? So he just up and left his wife on a whim.
You did what?
So listen carefully, dear, because it's in your best interest. Stay away. He's in a fragile state, and you're this close to wrecking multiple lives. Let him remember who he was.
I do think there's some element of truth in that. Obviously, she presented it in a nasty way, because she's an asshole. But I don't think starting a relationship with a dude who just came out of a coma and has amnesia is a smart idea. But it's still hard to ignore what you feel, you know? This guy's attitude's weird to me.
How will I fight? How will I protect myself?
You won't. You will stay outside the cave while we kill the dragon. You don't come out of this alive. Midas won't give our kingdom any gold.
See, that's
You
reasonable.
might have the title of hero, but not the job.
That part kind of was like, why are you acting like he's... I mean, he didn't want to be there. It's not like he's in a position that he doesn't deserve because he cheated his way to that point. They came to him. He was just doing his own thing on the farm. So his attitude there was really weird to me. So, kind of screw that guy, you know? Whatever.
You know him well? Who? My brother, the prince.
Yeah, we knew him. He's the bravest man I ever met.
And it seems it's genetic because the farm boy is just like, let's do it.
People are dying.
I really enjoy the design of the creature, even though they keep calling it a dragon when it's not. I can let that go. I really do like the creature design. Yeah, I get total Skyrim vibes from this scene right here. For Skyrim! Even the grass makes me think of Skyrim. Just the grass, the rocks, the dragon, the armor. That is a really cool design. You are the Dovahkiin. Now absorb his soul and learn a shout. It's a video game reference for people who don't get it. I just realized not everybody's a gamer.
I don't want to hurt her either. But the most hurtful thing to Catherine would be me pretending.
That's correct.
She needs someone to feel about her the way I feel about you.
I'm really trying hard to stay away from you. To do the right thing, you really have to leave me alone.
Is that truly what you want?
Go.
Meet me tonight. At least think about it. If you don't show, I'll know. But if you choose this, if you choose us,
Oh, look at that smile. It would.
know where I'll be.
That's so cute. I'd have a hard time saying no to that too. He's just so cute. Yeah, when she said that to leave her alone and everything, he said, okay, I will leave you alone, but I will go here. And if you decide to change your mind, meet me. I really like that. I like that. It's respectful. I like it.
I volunteer at an animal shelter. Someone needs to feed the dogs.
Yeah, Regina is kind of a dog. She's a bitch. You should stop feeding her.
He left his wife. David, he left her. He left Catherine. You know, how do I let him down? What would you do?
I'd go.
What?
He left her. It's one thing to say that he wants you, but it's another to actually make a choice, and now he has. That's all you can ask for.
And that's true.
Given her new friendship with Catherine, I don't think Regina would be happy.
All the more reason to do it.
Screw Regina, really. I know it doesn't end well, and I knew it wouldn't, to be honest. I didn't know what would occur to make it stop, but it's only, episode 6, and there's 22 episodes in the season. There's just no way they would resolve this that quickly and get them together. So I knew something had to happen, just in the way stories are structured.
But I did not get to where I am by thinking small.
Here I figured out, I was like, he's got a daughter. I knew it.
I was not just looking for a dragon slayer. I was looking for the strongest warrior in the land. Someone I would be proud to call family.
And I figured it out mostly because they took the time to talk about the fact that he doesn't want to be someone he doesn't choose. It's kind of been the whole point. So I figured the parallel would happen.
Abigail, beyond anything, I value her most.
The thing is, she's such a bitch here, and she's so nice in the other world. When the curse is broken, is she gonna be a bitch again?
Prince James,
Or is
I
she
offer
gonna
you my daughter's hand in marriage.
maybe even out and be in the middle somewhere? Be neutral?
She'll say anything but yes. You will be responsible for the destruction of everyone and everything in our kingdom.
Up to that point, I was kind of like, I get his point. Here's where I'm like,
I will turn that farm to ash. Do you understand me?
I hope he dies. He's mean.
Take your silence as wisdom.
Cruel. He's very cruel and manipulative, so I hope he dies. I don't like him.
Are you lost?
Yeah, kind of. Meeting someone.
So you made your choice. Walk down the street to Mr. Gold's pawn shop. You'll find a fork in the road. Go left. It'll take you to a hiking trail that leads directly to the bridge.
I knew she was lying.
Good luck, David.
Right here, because what she says.
I hope you find what you're looking for.
I was like, she was lying. I didn't know where she was leading him, but I knew it wasn't to where he wanted to go. Here, I was kind of like, either he's not going to show up, or he's going to show up and let her down, is when I knew. I was like, that's how it's going to play out, one way or the other. Oh, hey guys. Yeah, they're creepy. I think that's the mobile that was above Emma's crib or something.
The
in
mobile.
the fantasy world.
Isn't it
I
charming?
think. So I'm wondering if all this stuff is from the fairy tale world, for the most part.
You think the mayor would know her own town?
One would think.
I love Robert Carlyle.
How did the door?
Yep. Here it is. I do wonder how many of these items are from the fairy tale world. That's just really interesting.
This belonged to me.
Are you sure?
Yes.
This gold, he's kind of smiling. Does he?
Remember.
I don't know what he's smiling about there. I don't know if he's happy that the curse is kind of replanting itself in his brain, or if he's just smiling because he knows it means the curse overall is being weakened or vulnerable. I don't know what his play is there. I don't know if he wants the curse broken or not.
Mother.
Oh, you're back.
He's back
I did it.
with leather pants. Oh, this is sad. I might cry again. I didn't think I would the second time around, but geez.
Your freedom to choose is more important than anything.
Actually, I am gonna cry.
No.
They can't force you.
Yes,
Ugh,
you can.
no.
Midas can never really know who I am, which...
Oh, gosh.
We can't ever see each other again.
I still think she could have gone to the castle and worked as a maid or something. Or pretended to be a maid under him. Nobody had to know.
I didn't come here for advice, Mother. I came here to say goodbye.
Oh, sweet, sweet boy.
He is a sweet boy. He really is.
True love follows this ring wherever it goes, my son. I had it.
It does.
With your father. I've had it as your mother.
Oh, God.
Now you will have it.
Where are my tissues?
Even if I never see you again.
I only have Q-tips. Oh, no.
I'll know you'll find love.
No.
I'll know you'll be happy.
I was using these for makeup. No, we'll rescue my makeup. Q-tips for the win, guys. Oh, gosh.
You sound surprised.
Oh, this is sad.
In fact, you almost sound a bit disappointed.
She looks so
I remember.
cute. And she's so dressed up, and she was so excited, and she's so cute.
I remember how I felt, and I think I have to honor that.
Because he's an honorable man.
And everything
makes
that you
sense
said to me.
It's true. I do have feelings for you. Intense feelings. I don't quite understand.
You're going back to her.
It's the right thing to do.
No, I think staying apart from both of them and figuring out what the fuck you feel is the right thing to do.
The right thing to do was not to lead me on.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. I guess it just wasn't meant to be.
And she handled it in a very classy, mature way that I really appreciate. She didn't scream or throw a fit. She just said her piece calmly and left. And I respect it. And I figured that shit out almost immediately because when he's walking through the alleyway, you can see his tie. And I was like, God damn it, Graham, immediately. See, right here, I could tell who it was. So I was just like, God damn it, Graham.
This is volunteering?
He's feeding the dogs.
Changed. Regina needed me to.
Sleep with her? Why were you sneaking out the window?
She didn't want Henry to know.
You did this with Henry in the house?
That I don't understand.
This is disgusting.
Who cares if
I really
he's
do
in the
work
house?
at
I don't
night,
understand that. Parents still need to get it on sometimes. They're human beings, you know? You only exist because somebody got horny. Keep that in mind.
You were right. I did hate that windmill out front. I know we have work to do. Let's see what happens.
I still think he should have just stayed away from both of them, but he felt obligated because of commitment, because he is an honorable dude. That's his whole thing. But I think the smartest decision, the wisest decision, would be to stay away from both and just kind of figure out how you feel. That way, it's the least messy option.
Of a new kingdom, united and strong. Go to your new home at my palace.
And I figured out this is actually where
Mission will be beyond your dreams.
Thank you, Daddy.
they start the journey.
I trust that you know best.
Try not to talk over the dialogue, even though I've heard it. I figured out where they were going and he was going to meet Snow next because she's wearing the same dress she was wearing when they were in the carriage in that other episode. Yeah.
Thank you.
Gross.
Father.
Gross.
Come. I'm tired of waiting.
Might take the scenic route.
Yep, see, yeah. I kind of wonder more about her, though. I'd like to get more backstory on her.
You're on the road to true love.
You have no idea.
Are you even listening to me?
And this is where he meets Snow. She's so darn cute when she smiles. Look at that. This bummed me out because I don't like Dr. Whale, but and it's so sad when she cries because she's got that cute little face. He basically manipulates her and takes advantage of her emotional vulnerability. And I don't like it.
You ever walk into a situation where you know exactly what's going to happen, and then you go into it anyway, and then when what you're afraid of happens, you kick yourself because you should have known better.
Very relatable.
But that's just who you are, so you keep punishing yourself.
And then he says,
No, by never doing what's expected.
well, we expect decency, and you don't give that, so you can go bend a tree. Bad decision.
You can buy me too.
Mistake. But I get it. She's lonely and vulnerable, and I get it. I just don't like that he got it too. All right. That concludes the kind of review recap of the episode. I do hope it was still something that you guys enjoyed and that was worth watching, even though it wasn't the proper first time reaction that we've been doing thus far in this series. Yeah, I'm really curious about Catherine/Abigail's backstory and, to see just what comes up in the next episode. And I really do think Regina is experiencing a lot of genuine emotion towards certain characters, like genuine soft emotion. Clearly she has evil emotions, mean, negative emotions all the time. But she has some genuine concern and tender feelings towards Henry, obviously, and I think Catherine now. So, it's interesting. She's definitely capable of love. She is. So it's just her hate is stronger, and it's interesting. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. Next episode, we'll move on to the first reaction of episode 7. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please leave me a like or a comment if you did. You can always subscribe for more. And if you want to check out the uncut reaction, there is the Patreon. So that's in the description. All right, thanks again. Hope you have a good day. I'm Jessie Nebulous. Bye.